This is the most confusing EV scooter I have ever ridden, because there's a lot inside this that makes you go wow, and there are some things inside this that make you say why would they do that. Let me tell you what's good about this, what's not so good, and who should this be bought for. Now let's start with the good. First of all, I love the looks. TVS has done a lot with this retro futuristic kind of a vibe that they are going for. I love the LED strip. I love the fact that the throw of the headlight at night is really good, and the best part is that from nowhere does it look disproportionate. The size of the scooter has been built very well. Now the second thing that I love is the amount of storage space that has been given inside this scooter. There's a big cubby hole here for your wallet or your phone. I keep my phone inside this. There's a traditional hook here for your groceries or your bags as well, with a 3 kg capacity. Now the best part, however, is the amount of storage space TVS has given inside the boot. It's got a lot of great driving features as well. The driving experience on this is really good. The suspension is fine-tuned for city conditions. Now you get two driving modes, economy and city. I usually keep it on economy, but with city you get more power, but you do compromise on the range a little bit with that. You also get cruise control in this, which is really helpful for long open stretches, especially when there's not a lot of traffic around. My favorite, however, is the parking assistance. You get forward parking assistance, you get rear reverse parking assistance as well, and you also get hill hold assist, which is really helpful, especially when you're coming out of a mall and you need to go on those parking ramps. Finally, there's TVS app connectivity for things like turn-by-turn navigation, real-time charging status update, nearby charging station locations, and even call and message alerts. Now let's come to what could be better. TVS claims a range of 158 kilometers, but in my testing it was more like 110 to 115 kilometers. Now what's here to note is that in the city mode, the battery drain is quite significant, so I suggest you use it in eco mode as much as possible. Now all of this comes with the caveat that the TVS Orbiter has been capped at 68 kilometers per hour as its top speed. However, that is only in the city mode. In economy, you'll be capped at 45 kilometers per hour, which is very surprising because the TVS iQube, which is an EV that costs less than this, has a top speed of 82 kilometers per hour. So who is the TVS Orbiter really for? In my opinion, it's for first-time riders or anyone who wants a comfortable city scooter to maybe commute to work every day, go to college, go to shopping, go to a mall, or just basically inner city comfortable rides. So that was all you need to know about the TVS Orbiter. The price is on your screen right now. What is your favorite feature about this? Tell me in the comments. I've been Aryan and you're watching and hopefully following Business Today.